Coming up in this video.
That's the one I saw down there just now. It's the same one. It's the same one.
Whoa, there's something over there.
Do you like a good plot twist? Then you'll love these 30 scary videos with endings you'll never guess. Number 30, Blade in Sandwich. Before you bite into your deli sandwich, you should check there's nothing sharp inside. Facebook user Nerys Moise was about to enjoy her sandwich when she opened it up, only to find a serrated blade tucked in beneath her footlong.
One woman got a scary filling in her Subway sandwich that she didn't ask for, a knife wrapped up in her footlong. Nerys Moise posted a video to Facebook with the unwanted extra that came with her tuna sub. Subway have been in touch with her.
Well, I'm relieved that it wasn't actually placed inside her sandwich. This is still disturbing. According to a news article, Moise's partner reached out to the Subway chain to see if they were missing a blade. While noting that everyone can have an off day, Moise said the staff should be more careful about what ingredients they add to their sandwiches. Number 29, Baiting the Stalker. In an attempt to identify her stalker, this young woman sacrifices herself as bait while a private investigator tracks and instructs her through her headphones. Shared by YouTube channels Unpopular Notes and Fear Tales, I've come across this video in multiple stalker encounter lists on YouTube. At first, there's nothing suspicious to be seen.
Several subjects in the area. Nothing suspicious. Just keep at it. You're doing great.
But then she spots a mysterious box at the location her stalker had instructed her to visit. It has her name on it.
Bunch of books over here and stuff. Seriously? It's like practically gift wrapped.
What's inside?
Oh my gosh, yes, this has got to be it.
You got what you needed?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright.
Note that as she's picking up the gift and heading on her way, someone peeks around the corner.
Okay.
Is this the stalker? PI sees someone suspicious and sends Chloe down an alleyway.
Okay, what now?
In case anybody follows, keep heading down it. Don't speed up, don't slow down.
Okay.
And soon the stalker is seen following.
Is that him?
Yep, I got him. Just keep walking. Take
Okay.
Stay calm, turn right. I'm moving in now.
After Chloe hides, the PI is made.
You made me. I'm burnt.
Oh my. Oh my.
Where did the stalker go, and what did he want from Chloe? Is he dangerously obsessed? Although this terrifying stalking incident truly could happen to any person, I'm guessing this whole thing is a production. I tracked down the original source to Seraph Films. I spoke with Gene from Seraph Films and he confirmed this is their production. From their web series, The Disappearance of Madison Bishop, while some in the comments are scared for Chloe regardless, others seem to be intrigued by the strange running techniques exhibited by the stalker and the PI. Number 28, Haunted Doll. This creepy haunted doll has a mind of its own. Published to YouTube by Horror Fantasies, this terrifying video will inspire you to torch your doll collection. Watch the doll's head closely.
I could have sworn that doll turned its head.
The doll's head definitely moved. Later, when he's examining the doll more closely, it moves again. At least the collar of its shirt does. Watch closely.
Because it's like opened up, because I try to make it sit so the legs were open. I don't want to like violate any guidelines. I swear the head moved.
Is this doll automated, or is something possessing it? I'd like to know this doll's history. I'd need deeper background info to make an educated guess, but in the meantime, this video is giving me chills. Number 27, unidentified flying object sighting. Keep an eye on the sky above. You might just spot something like this. YouTuber Paranormal Planet shares this mysterious video, which was captured in Thailand by 2 American tourists.
Oh, come on, camera. It's hovering.
No kidding. It just went from that building
What is that?
in about 2 seconds. No, it just stopped. What is it?
I don't know. It's just hovering there.
According to the YouTube channel, the footage was captured right before Malaysia Flight 370 went missing. Are these 2 mysteries connected? Well, I think that's a stretch. I really can't tell what this is, but if not an unidentified flying object, my guess would be a drone or a satellite. Number 26, sad haunting. James Fodder moved into a house in Miami, Florida, in which an entire family passed away after being trapped in a fire. Inside the house, he heard children's voices, feet running in the hallways, and even worse, he found this creepy doll. And the doll appears to be cursed, shared by YouTuber Doc Tops and originally posted on TikTok by James Fodder. This video is trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. Setting the doll atop a chair, James leaves a camera running, and this happens. An evil presence is moving the camera. James believes there is no other explanation, especially when he captures this a couple days later. Did you see that? Watch the bathroom doorway. Something like a dark ball of energy rolls out of there, but perhaps the creepiest creature. The doll moves, or did something unseen move it? Are the children who passed away here still playing around? Or did one of their spirits inhabit this creepy doll? I think either explanation makes sense, and the only recourse is to move. Number 25, Shadow Person. This spirit's shadow was captured on a store security camera by a friend of Redditor RIZZBOTT. After seeing this first anomaly, I was about to dismiss it as a bug on a lens, but watch what happens next. The shadow appears on another camera altogether. Unless 2 bugs are working in unison, I believe something is really moving around this store. Is this a shadow person, as many in the comments believe? I'm inclined to think so, because I can't explain why 2 cameras would capture this anomaly, one after the other. Number 24, what is happening? Sometimes you don't want to know what's behind door number 2. Shared on the Ring subreddit, New Broccoli 783 asks, what is this person doing to my camera? Let's see if we can solve it. To me, that looks like a laser, and many in the comments agree. I agree that this was done to damage the camera, which leaves me to wonder if this is a porch pirate taking packages from the Redditor's doorstep, or just some vandal who likes to destroy property. Whatever the case may be, this dude's motives are 100% nefarious. Number 23, the light. After seeing a light in the distance, the YouTube team from Fatos e Mysterio sets out to solve this mystery. Let's see what they find.
Nossa, velho. Meu Deus do céu. Espera, cara. Olha ali, Gé. Olha ali, Gé. Ali, mano. Tá vendo aquilo ali, Gé? Tá vendo lá?
It's a robed being holding a lantern, but for what purpose in the middle of this forest is anyone's guess. As they continue on, the cameraman is frightened by something in the darkness.
Atrás de tu, Gé, aí, ó. Meu Deus, você sumiu, cara. Subiu, cara. Subiu. Voou, mano. Que nem... Voou, cara, assim. Subiu assim, cara.
After spotting an entity in the tall grass, they come across this candle positioned on a nearby post.
Tava ali, eu juro a você que tava ali, cara. Olha lá. Tá vendo isso? Olha lá, o negócio branco ali, ó. Tá se levantando, olha lá. Olha lá. Olha lá, mexendo, tá vendo? Tá mostrando a câmera aqui. Tá saindo do chão, cara, tá saindo do chão. Olha lá. Olha o negócio branco lá. Tá vendo isso, Amadeu?
Is the robed being performing some type of ritual? I personally believe that's what's going on here, but to what end is a complete mystery. Number 22, woodland folk. Even friendly looking woodland folk are mischievous sometimes. YouTuber Erwin Saunders caught these little forest creatures in the act of thievery in the middle of the forest. Erwin and Carol first come across this ritualistic garland wrapped around a tree trunk. They wonder what it could be.
Just found this is similar to the last one that we...
I found this. You're walking straight past.
Okay, Carol's found it, yeah. So the tree's slightly more impressive than the last one.
Then they spot one of the little woodland folk, and it spots them too.
There's one down here. Oh my giddy aunt, I don't know what to do. Erwin.
They see the creature again, up in a shelter.
That's the one I saw down there just now. It's the same one. Oh my gosh. Erwin.
After she scares him off, another of the creatures is caught in the act, taking a felt doll from Carol's bag.
She licked it from me back.
Carol seems to be happy about it though, so no harm done. While we don't have to worry that these creatures will take anything else, we can all agree that Erwin's videos are delightfully stranger than fiction. Number 21, Scream in haunted tunnels. What is screaming in these abandoned tunnels? YouTuber Exploring the Entity shares this short clip that's sending chills down my spine.
So anybody in this part want to communicate with me? Come on, all you got to do is say something.
Did you hear that? Here it is again, with the volume dialed up.
Come on, all you got to do is say something.
That sounds like a man screaming.
Come on, all you got to do is say something.
And they hear more screaming further on.
Is there anybody or any spirit in this room with me now, please? Can you communicate with me?
If this isn't staged, then I'd wager there's a lost soul down in those tunnels, stuck there for eternity. Maybe someday he'll find his way out of there. Number 20, Washoe Club. While exploring the haunted Washoe Club mansion in Virginia City, Nevada, Redditor Clean Salamander 362 left a camera recording in one of the rooms, and they captured this. They were on the other side of the mansion at the time. Who is making all this noise? Redditors in the comments have some theories. I'm with Atomic Punk. That doll had me on edge. Although the sounds are definitely creepy considering the history of the place, I tend to agree with the other Redditors that this could be explained, but it warrants further investigation. Number 19. Terrifying Randonautica. YouTubers hunting the dead were in for a shock when they were sent on this Randonautica mission. As they're exploring the premises of their target location, they hear a sound.
Dude, I just heard, it sounded like somebody just was like humming and singing all of a sudden. Bro, there's something over there. There's something over there.
It's coming from the woods, like I told you when I seen the light.
Yeah, no, I know.
It remains out of sight, but as they continue recording, they sense something near, and they finally figure out what is stalking them.
Get to it for like a, what?
That's two eyes.
Yo.
Go. It's a coyote.
It's a coyote? Dude, it's a f***ing coyote? What?
Later, they think they hear a skinwalker.
What was that? Listen. Shh.
They're seeing things and hearing things in the dark, but are they imagining things?
Walk past you. Huh. It just looked like a man walked right past you.
Dude, I just heard a man talk.
As they near a trailer, they find out.
Did you make a noise? Yo!
Okay.
Dude, it just sounded like there was a f***ing horse in that trailer.
Let's hope it was a horse and not something else.
Hey!
What was that?
Something just felt like it ran right past me.
Later, inside the place, they start to feel even more uneasy.
You ever feel like there's somebody behind you? Literally, I just felt like somebody touched my leg.
And Alicia gets struck by a demon.
I felt like a burn.
It's a little red,
right
Alicia.
there.
It's a little red. I mean, not bad, but there's
Not
enough for you
bad.
to see that it looks like there's 2 marks there. 2 long marks.
They continue looking around, only to find themselves paralyzed with fear.
Whoa! Dude, they just f***ing moved. You heard that shit? That just happened.
I know.
That just happened. Bro, that just happened. Dude, those fucking keys just moved. They just moved on there.
Show me that picture.
They keep hearing unexplained noises.
Yo, what the f*** was that?
Somebody just tried going to your front door.
That was in my front door?
That was your front door.
And the noises grow louder.
Right out the room.
Yo! The f*** was that? Bro,
Oh my gosh.
what was
I
that?
can't. Can you walk me to the front door?
This continues.
Square feet of historic haunted.
Babe, was that you?
Until it drives them away.
Yo.
I think something was definitely stalking them, and it wasn't a coyote after all. Number 18. Demoniaca House. Abandoned by its former owners, this house, explored by YouTuber Supernatural Search, is said to be teeming with demons. As they look around this abandoned place, they hear a strange bellow in the distance.
Oi, tem alguém aí?
They also get a reading on the EMF meter.
Silêncio. Isso aí de alguma empresa aí próximo. Ou é de algum edifício aí. Olha aí a presença. Olha, tudo vermelho, laranja. Tá bem aqui mesmo em pé aqui, ó. Quando eu tô com minha mão aqui, tá vendo?
Later, another vague noise concerns them.
Opa!
But it's what they see next that really puts them on edge. What is lurking in the shadows here? A demon? I think it's possible, but it could also just be your average stalker watching them. But this too is disturbing. Number 17. Night with Demon. YouTuber Lomar Mendez experienced a diabolical encounter with a demon in this haunted home after coming across this.
Oh my. No. Charles, there's a candle set up here.
Hearing unexplained footsteps on the stairs, and taking a look around.
Oh my, Charles, no one's here. No one's here. Holy.
That was literally right above
Hello?
us.
Charles, no one's here. Shine your light in there. No, no one's here.
They find no one there, but as they continue their exploration, they think someone's trying to play a trick on them.
Okay, I want to go.
Hello? Oh my, get out. Go. Oh my.
I don't think those were people. I think Lomar and Chelsea were being tormented by the entities in this place. They are lucky they made it out of there with their souls intact. Number 16. Car graveyard. What happens to all the cars of the world when they stop working? They're buried in this car graveyard. YouTuber Steve Ronan walks the hallowed grounds of a car collector's abandoned property. First they notice a rare car with a wooden frame.
It's called a Traveller. You know it's a Traveller because on the outside it's got this a wooden frame holding the back of this up.
No way, I never...
What? Yeah, it's disintegrated, it's gone.
That's pretty unique. I didn't know like some cars had wooden frames. Yeah.
They come across one vehicle that is being swallowed by overgrowth.
Just love places like this where you just see overgrowth, abandoned vehicles. Look at the home.
This Volkswagen too.
Wow. Alright, so this is a Volkswagen Beetle from the 60s, you think?
Yeah, I think it's a 60s car, this one.
As they look around, a snapping sound is heard off camera.
A nice yellow one.
Yeah.
I think that was just them, but it would creep me out amongst all of this. And then they happen upon the graveyard's worst cadaver.
This is the worst condition car here, huh?
Definitely, yeah.
Wow.
So it's barely recognisable in some
For real,
angles,
man.
You know?
So much overgrowth.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a real shame.
Is this the cemetery's most decrepit victim? I think it's sad that all these old cars were allowed to fall into this state. Then again, this entire graveyard of vehicles is honestly a compelling walk through automobile history. Number 15. In the window, YouTuber Han Kardashler is exploring a place that is too haunted to tolerate. It all starts with a knock.
Ha biz yaktık da.
O dereceyim ha. Bunları yaktığımızı unuttum. Ne oluyor?
Abi ne o?
Şey diyeceğim, bize bu şu ne?
Bak şuraya bak.
The spirit then starts throwing things around.
Rahim. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Hala bir şey geliyor orada. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Something is trying to let itself in.
1-2 dakika önce bembeyaz çarşaflı önümüzde yatakta uzanıyordu. Sizin kanka beni diyor. İlk geldiğinizde bana bak. İlk adet seslere bak.
And then it does.
Bu eve geldik ve kanka burada başımıza bir şey gelecekmiş gibi hissediyorum. Hiç tekin bir yer değil. Sabahtan beri 30... Abi şu olmazsa size ya. Kanka dikkat ediyoruz zaten. Biraz daha kalacağız.
But nothing appears to be inside the room. Still, it is knocking.
Amacın ne ya?
Is it the stuffed animal?
Ay! Allahu Ekber.
Ne oldu?
Oğlum bir şey var orada, bir şey var orada. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahu Ekber. Orada bir şey var oğlum.
Later, it sounds like something is trapped in this box.
Bunun başka bir çıkışı yok. Nereye gitti bu bebek? Bu bebek nereye gitti?
Sandığı açsana.
As they're checking out this red scrap that landed on their light, they sense a presence.
Lan
Bayram büyü mü o? Şuraya bir yere, başka bir yere koyun.
Hayvan bu ne?
Ya onu yak, onu yak.
Then the door opens again, and we find out what's behind it.
Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
In the kitchen, they hear a terrible hiss.
Ama hep bebek çocuklarıyla alakalı. Arkadaşlar.
Arkamda da, bayram. Hemen arkamdan bir şey.
And later, a strange whistling is heard, and more hissing.
Kimsin ya, kimsin? Ay ben. Artık bize bir şey ver. Bak artık bize bir şey ver. Ay.
Then things come full circle when they hear knocking once again. And they discover a being is clearly in the next room.
Kapıya bak. Zira. Aha şuraya bak. Ay biri var oğlum kapının arkasında. Şşş, bak.
But again, no one is there.
Bayram abi, bayram. Bir şey eline bak. İnsan eli ha bayram.
I'm not sure what is in this home with them, but I know one thing's for certain. This spirit is playing mind games. Number 14. Something's home. While exploring this infamous house in England, where lives were taken, Adam Mark realizes he's not alone. Adam speaks with the sisters through a spirit box and receives some responses, but it's what happens in the space that really freaks them out.
Are you sad that you're trapped here?
Yeah.
Mad that, isn't it? It's quite clear. Right, that's weird.
A little later, a door closes.
Dale. Hello?
Hello?
As they look around, their suspicions are confirmed.
Hello?
Hey, girl. What the was that? Sorry for swearing, but...
While we didn't see whatever spooked the guys, I did sense that something was there, watching them. Whether it was one of the three sisters or their horrific brother is the real question. Number 13, Shadow in Abandoned Place. This short video, shared by Exploration Unknown, was captured at the haunted Bushy Mountain State Prison. While communicating with the spirits, they catch something chilling on camera in the prison's kitchen. See if you can spot it.
You hear that? I hear a man's voice. Somebody might have called us here today. What was that? What was that?
Did you see it? To me, that was a shadow figure, clear as day. None of the crew was in the vicinity, and it completely vanished a moment later. You can almost feel the evil energy of this inmate's presence. I'm sold on this one. Number 12, something's in the room. Lock your doors. This video by Fourth Wall will give you the chills. Watch the door behind this cute cat. Maybe it was just a breeze, but this second video suggests otherwise. What is in the room with them? In my opinion, it must be a gentle spirit who just wants to join us. For more scary videos like this one, be sure to check out Fourth Wall's channel. All videos have English subtitles. Number 11, Paranormal Nightmare. This is a paranormal nightmare you won't wake up from. YouTuber Exploring with Felicity first hears a man's voice upon approach of this haunted home.
What was that noise then? Like a guy's voice.
It did, didn't it?
Once inside, she hears more than that.
Oh wow, so many cobwebs there too. What was that? Yeah.
They then hear a squeaky sound that they think is a voice.
That's amazing. What was that?
What the hell was that?
What was that?
As they're looking at old photos, again there's something.
Looks like something out of Oliver Twist, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What was that? Shh, what was that? That was a cough.
What's more concerning to me here is that strange little noose hanging on the door. A little later, this happens.
Come on, walk. Come on, touch one of us. What was that?
Whoa. What the hell was that?
Something fell.
This seems to me like a warning that these spirits shouldn't be provoked. Later, when they're communicating through a spirit box, this happens.
I've seen a name on one of the photos in...
Oh my... That picture's just come flying off the fucking wall of... Seriously.
Was that you? Was you trying to hurt Daniel?
Well,
And then they hear footsteps.
Look,
What?
someone just walked past there. Go to that room there. I can't want to move so quick. Go to that room.
what room?
There's someone walked there.
Bloody getting me way.
Someone walked past there. Come.
Things get even creepier.
Too active. Okay, I'm going to wrap up now.
Please don't be the fuck up and wrap up. Zip your bag up and get the fuck out of here.
That ball's just come rolling in.
This place is too active for me. I hope Felicity and Danny got out of there unscathed because in my opinion, this poltergeist is out for souls. Number 10, Poltergeist Gone Rogue. How do you know you're not welcome here? This is how. YouTuber Memoria Sobrenatural INC shares this terrifying video of a poltergeist gone rogue. He senses it before he sees it.
Opa.
Although he doesn't capture a visual, he does capture sound.
Rapaz.
And then he gets snagged at the worst possible moment.
Opa, olha isso. Cara, dá uma olhada nisso, pessoal.
Not only are doors flinging open, objects are being flung.
Cara, cê é louco.
And even more start to fly.
Cê é louco. Cara, minha nossa. Opa, opa, opa.
It's clear to see that he's not welcome here.
Isso mexendo, pessoal. Cara do céu, cê é louco. Olha isso, pessoal.
I probably would have left after the first couple of door slams, but this guy stuck around. He's got some real guts. I just hope the evil didn't attach itself to him. Number 9, Holbrook Hotel Demon. While exploring the Holbrook Hotel, the team from Twin Paranormal had no idea what was waiting for them. They deduce that they're talking to a spirit named John, and then things get dicey.
John, turn it off.
No, that was good, bro. Guys, we are legit talking to the man who, unfortunately, killed himself. Nobody knows.
Later, as Ryan is explaining to the spirits the device that he'd like to use to communicate with them, this happens.
No. What was that? Come here. Look at my back. Look at my back. Look at my back. Something just did this to me.
While the boys are trying to work out what happened here, something is disturbed in the next room. That didn't fall over, it was shoved. I think this cowboy ghost may be unsatisfied by the turndown service in Holbrook Hotel, or maybe he has some unfinished business here. Number 8, Poltergeist Apartment. If you've ever visited a super active poltergeist house, then you know the paranoia that follows. YouTuber Seeker of Ghosts experienced an eerie feeling all throughout this apartment, and you'll soon see why. As he cases the room, something unusual happens. Did a spirit just blow out the candle? Well, this activity is subtle. The next bit is not. After the closet door is flung open, the lights start to flicker. This goes on for a while until he shuts the closet door. But then it starts up again in another room. He hears more mysterious noises. And something doesn't want him to continue his tour. Then, after lighting one last candle, things grow increasingly ominous. I don't know what this poltergeist wants, but it feels to me like he's just getting started. Number 7, Mallard's Pub. Accompanied by his brother Sean, Patrick from the haunted side is investigating the legendary Mallard's Pub in Mount Hood, Oregon. As they begin their tour, they hear voices.
So we came over here
and I set him up.
Did you hear that voice? Don't look. What?
Then, while the guys are talking, something knocks quietly.
Pat showed me what is the attic.
Oh, and you saw something.
I saw.
You saw like a shadowy person. What the is that? Did you hear that?
It seems these spirits want them there.
Show yourself right here.
They ask a direct question and receive a reply.
Did you do that? Did something come from up here? No, what the? Did you hear that?
As they're checking a visual on the laptop, the spirit tries to get their attention.
Just glanced over and I saw. What the?
Where the did that come from?
Dude!
Y'all.
That like hit me in the back, bro.
They continue their investigation and hear footsteps.
Was this like your hiding spot?
Did you hear that footstep? I heard like doo-doo.
I did.
Is their connect just mapping the pole, or is something there?
The pole. Right there.
The pole.
I was gonna say, that could be the pole, but...
That the pole sometimes I'm like...
When a spirit starts getting aggressive, you know it's time to leave.
What the
I'm getting a super eerie feeling from Mallard's Pub. It's clear to me that it is haunted, and considering the environment, probably by a spirit who's had a few too many. Number 6, Peekaboo. Don't play around with shadow people. They always win. TikToker Tragedies to Triumphs shares this spooky video of a shadow entity in their home. Watch the reflection in the window. Did you see him? Well, this could be staged by a human. If this is a true shadow person, I think that puts this incident in burn the whole house down territory. Number 5, close the door. No rest for the wicked. Lainey and Ben's poltergeists just don't stop.
Why do I always have to be the one? Like, it's like I'm the sacrificial lamb.
Literally? Well, I don't want to have to be the one to deal with it.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Apparently neither of them had to deal with it, and to prove they aren't pulling our leg.
You're gonna have to show in the cupboard now. Because people think that is, well, like, bullshit.
Right, look. Nobody in here. Nobody underneath anything here. Look, looking around here.
I'm convinced that there's something in Lainey and Ben's home. They have plenty of paranormal footage that suggests so. This is definitely a poltergeist, and he has a funny sense of humor. Number 4, Haunted Mansion. YouTuber Seth Borden and his team explore the haunted Woodchester Mansion, and what they leave with is total terror. After hearing a growl, the demonologist accompanying them quickly gets to work.
Yeah, no, that's been a theory we've been talking about for a long time. So.
No, that sounds like a growl.
I heard that too. It's gonna be a good night, Paul.
The demonologist says it was a hound.
And he was chasing the hound went out the door, but we couldn't see it. But you heard it too with him.
I did. It was a growl.
You heard it too?
I did.
And it appears to be a demon hound, only visible to demonologists. While no one can be sure what the demonologist saw, I did hear the growl. It leaves me wondering if the builders of this unfinished mansion were chased out of there by the same demon hound. Number 3, trespassing. Did a ghost let itself into this viewer's home? YouTuber A Evil One shares this video sent in by one of their subscribers. Let's watch. Although I'd like to take the resident at their word, I am wondering why this was recorded in the first place. It also looks like it was filmed from a moving vehicle. Did they just drive up at the exact right moment to catch this, and they somehow had their phone ready to record? Seems suspicious to me. What do you think? Real or fake? Number 2. Shadow Figure. Originally published by Donnie Drunkard, Arte Morbid shares this short clip of a shadow figure captured in a basement. The figure comes bursting from the hallway, flying through the air. It is not human in shape, which to me almost makes this capture more terrifying. Here it is again, slowed down. Well, this isn't the only piece of evidence Donnie Drunkard has captured. It is one of the more mysterious proofs to me. I do think Donnie is haunted, but by what? I'm not sure. To me, it looks like a Dementor in flight. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Confronted by Demon. YouTuber Mo Sargi was investigating the haunted Gravity Hill when he was confronted by a demon, and it all goes downhill from there. They arrive at the trailhead.
So I guess the trail begins here. This looks really scary, man. What? So people get grabbed here. People get attacked here by something paranormal. The deeper we go, the darker it gets.
Back on Gravity Hill at night, they stand on the highway in the darkness, and that's when it makes its presence known.
Dang. Oh, you alright? Oh! What the? Bro, what are you doing? Did you just trip?
Here it is again in slow motion. Later, as they try to ask the spirits why they did this, Mo becomes physically ill.
Very clear. Was it Martin or Alicia? And if you did it, why did you do it? Whoa. What the bro, you alright? Oh.
Not satisfied with choking, this demon seems to have it out for Mo.
Bro, I'm really curious. We should come here during the day to see if there's an Alicia. What the bro? Dude, are you okay? Bro, did I like trip you or something? What the?
I've never been so convinced that a demon wants to destroy someone, but what Mo did to provoke this demon is anyone's guess.